Solo leveling is an entertaining manhwa, but that's it. Here, I said it. That's why we are looking today at the music video from Cortis, where they did a really nice slow motion effects and lighting techniques. They're not usual for Western countries. So after watching this video, you should be inspired and be able to shoot something like this. So this is the first shot we're looking at, and they did something really special here. They put him on a different plane than this background, because he is moving a normal speed and the car in the background has a speed ramp and goes into full slow motion. How do you create a shot like this? These two shots were not shot like this. So he is not here, the car is here, but he was shot on a green screen. He was on location. They get into the post, they know the compositing, they did space for the car so that effect worked, and shot him in the same focal length so that it matches really nicely. And why do we shoot it on a green screen and not directly? First, you have more control. Second, it's really easy to do green screen outside. So when you don't have feet to show, it becomes really easy because you have already a nice even light from the sky. So you most of the time you build the scenery, just a plane, a backdrop, put your actor in here and you're done. You get the most realistic results. Don't try to shoot this in the studio. So you have the nicer reflections and tonality of the overall scene and your results get a lot of better. The only thing they did here, they gone for this really punchy look. This is the look you don't get outside with just filming the people. You have to light them. And most of the time you take a big light, something like an M40, M18, 2400B should be maybe a lot with a Fresnel on it and just blast it on the people. Maybe just put one by one frost frame to diffuse it a little bit, but that's how you get this really punchy look outside. They gone really extreme with it. Maybe they put a little bit more fill from the side so that it's not that contrasty, but I think it's a really cool punchy look. Try it out when you go outside. Just bring your strongest light, use outlet when you found one, and just blast it on people. Look what your good looks you can get, because now you can really drop the exposure. You can keep your highlights, but also get this nice punchy look on the face. And after you shot this shot where the guy's just drifting, doing a speed ramp with the slow motion a little bit more, VFX to make it more extreme. Always think about it. When the mood of the music video is extreme, always think in layers. When I'm working on a project or a shot, I'm sitting there and I start building layers. Okay, I want a car drifting shot. This layer one. Then I think, okay, how can we make it more abstract? Then, okay, I want this in slow motion. Then, okay, I want the performance in front. But I wanted to make different speeds. So the car should be fast, but he should be more slow and he should move normally. And then, okay, how can I improve the look? Okay, I want this really blasty, catchy look. And that's how you create cool shots that are never forgettable. You try to level up your shots step by step. Sure, at one point you have to stop. Now you can say, and then he's burning, and then the sky is falling. So you have to evolve a taste for it. What is enough, what is cool, what is perfect for the atmosphere you want to create. This is an alternative version from the shot where they took many layers. So he was in front of the green screen, he was in front of the green screen, but these people probably were in the scenery. So how do you accomplish a shot like this? Because it's a very abstract shot, you need a lot of clean space. What I mean with clean space, the band here, the dancers, only fill a small portion of the frame. The rest is just empty space. So we have some space to put something in them. Try to make more shots that have a lot of space. Space is really appealing look when you have the location for it. Here, this building has very nice leading lights, lines that focus our eyes on the actors. And overall, without the big guys in the front, this would already be a cool shot. But like I said before, they're working in layers. What can we do to make it more special? So they put him on a green screen and him on a green screen, and overall a lot of people, maybe they just experienced it and said, okay, now do 2 minutes just what you want, and then they stitch this later together in post and look cool. But I think they did it like that, but then you try to make some special shots, you know, okay, I want super slow motion where someone is falling in front of the green screen, so that you have a lot of coverage, but also this highlights. Just this overall would be enough, but you always have to think about your special shots. Okay, this is something more abstract. I always tell people, something that a normal person can't do at home is most of the time cinematic for them, because it's one thing that's unachievable to them, and this is one of these things. They can't just make this nice assets sticking together with different speed ramps. Then this is the next shot I want to show you, and also this one has a lot of empty space around them. The reason why you do it, it looks really more paintery. This looks something that you put on your walls and it's calm and let you focus on the one thing that is special in the shot. Also, you know the horizon rule. Put your horizon in the lower third or the upper third. That's also a trend right now on social media that make your shots more interesting. And it really is it, because when you have your horizon at this level, it's just half-ass somehow. So it doesn't feel like the cinematographer camera had something to tell. Sure, sometimes depth center horizon is cool, but with giving you the space in the upper part and the lower part, gives you a lot more opportunities to show something, to make something feel smaller, bigger. And that's here also the case. They've gone with the more headspace, which gives you this really nice feel of the big mountains. The mountains feel a lot larger like this, and they have this little space, makes it look smaller. Also makes it more impressive that they're in this big, unreal location. And also, when you shoot outside, try always to have the sun at the behind your actors. This is how you get always this nice edge light on them, and then the rest you can just bounce. We're here in the snowy location, so most of the time this should be enough. The snow is already giving the fill back to the people, but for close up you can just come closer with your ultra bounce on different sizes or just reflector to fill the exposure up on them to get them a bit less silhouetted. And that's not just one tip that you have to do sometimes. Try to always backlit your shots at the day, because it's much easier, like I said before, to reflect light than diffuse it and then give them with a real light that you have to build exposure. There's a lot of work. So try to keep the light at the back of them. Here's another example from this punchy light I told you before. And as you can see, this is the most extreme version from it in this scenario. The sun is already setting, we're going near blue hour, the sky, the overall scenery is pretty dark, and they still decided to, okay, just blast the light into his face. As you can see, we have really no light on the side at all. When he's moving, it's a bit more flexible, but you lose a lot of details on the side. But why does it still look good? Because it's an extreme look that gives the energy from the scenery back. You have this dark sky, this glowing character. It really gives a superhero-like feeling because he's against all the extremes. You can put the skin tones so high, it's no problem, as long as you not clip them. Clipping skin looks really bad, but when you're in this area 80 or 90 RE, it still looks good. So if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate a subscription from you. My name is Marco Bagnoli, and we'll see you next time.